I would now like to welcome Sir Mark Moody Stuart, Chairman of the Foundation for the Global Compact, to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Khaled, and thank you, Beda, also for those opening remarks. I have to start off with an apology. In your program, it says that these remarks will be made on behalf of the Global Compact by Lisa Kingo. So I have to ask you to take a leap of imagination. You have to imagine me as about 3 decades younger and also as a woman. And when you've got your minds around that, we can carry on. It's an enormous honor and pleasure to be here in Dubai for this Pearl Initiative Forum under the patronage and leadership of Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan and the leadership of Bada. It's a pleasure. I was here at last year's forum, and it's a pleasure to see the changes and progress that has been made in the Pearl Initiative. It's also a pleasure just to be here in Dubai. When I left the hotel this morning, I met a young colleague in the Global Compact from the Romanian network, and we agreed that we would come together here. And I was going to get a taxi, and I was wondering how long it was going to take me and all that traffic, and he said, no, I'm going to go on the metro. So we went on the metro, and I would like to congratulate you on that metro. It's a good, sustainable solution towards transportation. And having spent an hour last night getting here in a traffic jam with a lot of fossil fuel consumption, I think it's an excellent idea. The Global Compact and the Pearl Initiative have kind of a common root. They are both based on values, sound governance, anti-corruption. In the case of the Global Compact, respect for people, human rights, working conditions, the environment, and anti-corruption. Khaled said we should say things that you don't necessarily want to hear. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to just remind ourselves that that sound business, sound governance, and those values are the essential building block. And we still have a long way to go in business to achieve that. It's the basic foundation, what Kofi Annan called putting a human face on global business. And when we've done that, we can build trust between business and the rest of society, which is so essential to do the kind of things that we want to do, and if we are to deliver those sustainable development goals. So the Global Compact and Pearl Initiative have this common bond and common objective. We're both now looking at the Sustainable Development Goals, which, as Bada said, was launched last year. In September last year, we in the Global Compact had about 1,000 business people from all around the world at the launch of our approach to the Sustainable Development Goals. Since then, we've, in 30 networks or more around the world, had sessions engaging and interesting businesses in the Sustainable Development Goals and discussing in each of those businesses, building on the firm foundation, hopefully, that they've made, how we can then go on to deliver these terrific goals. No business can address them all, but I think any business can look at that list of 17, and there are some which are absolutely in line with our core business. They're very interrelated, but whatever our business is, there will be particular goals where we have particular skills that we can use those skills to help with society deliver those goals. I think around the world now we have probably touched something like 6,000 organizations and businesses and have commitments and understanding from business leaders. I see that the Pearl Initiative has done a survey of businesses, and over 90% of business leaders say that they feel that the Millennium Development Goals, the Sustainable Development Goals, have something which they can build their business on, has a relevance to their business planning, and has market opportunities and things that they can use in a positive sense also to grow their business. And I think that's very important and very encouraging. And it's confirmed in both the surveys that we've done and surveys that the Pearl Initiative has done here. And it's encouraging to see that we're, as it were, business leaders in all areas are on the same page. If you then go on and look at the rest of the survey, in the Pearl Initiative survey, although over 90% believe that the goals have a relevance and they're going to use them, a much lower percentage believe that business in general will actually take these goals up. And that mirrors a bit what we found. We found that people want tools to help them do it. But I also think that we as businesses, if we feel that it's important, we can not only talk to other people, but we need to have some trust. If 95% of us who are asked think that they're important, we need a bit of trust that some other people are going to join us as well. I was in Switzerland and there was a discussion on a universal basic wage. And it was pointed out that if you ask Swiss people who voted against it in a referendum, if you ask them, if you had a universal basic wage, which seems a slightly crazy idea, if you had it, would you stop work? 95% of people said, absolutely not. It wouldn't make any difference to me. I would carry on. But then you ask them, what do you think anyone else would do? And they said, well, they'll all stop work. So, while 95% of us believe that we would be okay, we don't have a great deal of trust in our fellow human beings. And I think there's a message in that somewhere. So with that, I would like to wish you all an enjoyable day and a great success, and join with Beda on calling you to look at that business pledge. And I think the feedback mechanism of having people report to university students, questioning people, is an excellent idea, and one which I will consider as I go around the world. Thank you very much indeed.